Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, dog, 27 minutes after the hour, y'all. Although we've come very far as a society, we all know that racism is still alive.
Yeah, Ricky, a black woman recently went viral after she went off on a white man for allegedly not allowing her little sister to use a ladder to get out of the lake, but watching her little sister almost drown instead.
No, we're not going to jail. Fuck you and your ladder, bitch. Fuck your game. That's why it's in a motherfucking lake. Fuck that. Acting like this. And you. And you. Shut the fuck up if it's not your fucking business, okay? Fuck up out of here. Yeah, get the fuck up out of here. Fuck that. Fuck. Don't ever do my sister like that. You could have let her use it one time. Stupid ass. Don't matter.
So y'all, yeah, it's crazy. In this video, the woman claimed that this man, whom she called Kevin, had allegedly let other white kids use the ladder to get in and out of the lake. When it was time for her little sister and other kids to use it, he took it out and made them fend for themselves. Now, this woman claims Kevin told her little sister, no, go around, when she asked to be saved from the water.
Oh, the girl was reportedly being swept away by the currents and weighed down by seaweed when the man took his ladder from the dock. Luckily, the woman was able to save her little sister from drowning. Then two white women who were witnesses to the situation reportedly said, well, maybe you people shouldn't be swimming here.
Oh. So once she knew the girl was safe, she confronted both parties about allegedly being racist and cruel for almost letting her sister drown. Kevin can be heard in the video saying, "It's mine," referring to the ladder, in reference to the ladder, and thankfully the girl was saved, but people on social media are not happy about it.
So this morning we want to know, have you ever had a crazy encounter with racism, and how should we handle racism when and if we are confronted with it? That's a sad situation. And when I'm going into situations in a red area or a red state where I know that there's a lot of people that are racist, I make sure that I assess every single thing and every single possibility where I won't have to go near or ask or say nothing to none of them. And I'm not even finna put my kids in any type of situation where you know what I'm saying? Because to come down to it, chances are they just might not help or anything. So it just depends. I'm real careful or whatever. Like kids ride around the neighborhood in a golf cart. Mine ain't doing it. Mine can't go for a walk, even in a decent neighborhood where I live with all this racism stuff going on or whatever. Unless I'm gonna walk with you or just be prepared. Like I'm real skeptical. I ain't walking in the hood either, but I'm damn sure not walking in my own neighborhood where I live. I'm not doing it. Well, Ricky, and I'm not going for it. Walking, they not going. Go ahead.
Can I say something? I don't know if this is going to be an unpopular take, but is it as much in that situation with the ladder thing? Is it so much racism, or is it just he just is not a good person? Some people just are horrible people.
Well, he's a good person. He let they said, and they let the white kids use it, but when he saw black kids, he removed the ladder.
I think it's racism mixed in with you're a horrible person.
Well, when you say maybe
racism is horrible.
There you go.
Yeah,
it's the same.
It's racist, but you're also a bad guy. Just not helping somebody.
And so is the women who were witnesses, the two.
Now the women were definitely racist because they said you people. That's definitely racist.
They was on the same
But
team.
I'm saying if you're a decent human, you're gonna help another human that's in trouble.
But decent humans are not racist.
Right.
Right. That's right, Alfreda.
So.
Yeah, that's just absolutely sad. And then when you see all the videos, the one thing that the Trump administration definitely has done has emboldened a certain demographic of people that probably was already racist and felt racist, but now they feel emboldened that they could just say what they want to say and do what they want to do. And it's hundreds and hundreds of videos of people getting popped in the mouth because, using the N-word and using racial slurs against black people because they just not having it. And them YNs, once they pull them pants up, when YN pull them pants up or whatever, they finna beat the hell out of it. I done seen a whole bunch of videos just this past weekend of a lot of them getting stiff, going to sleep on the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying, for being racist. But how do you handle racism? Gary, do you experience that?
I'm sitting there trying to think about it. It's just hard for me to just recollect it right now in the top of my head, but I'm sure I do.
What about you, Alfredus, being that you live in both worlds?
Wait a minute.
I'm just saying.
You know,
Yeah.
I will tell you, because I'm married to a white man, I have to make him aware. You know, every situation that happens with me or my kids, the first thing I say is, did it happen because I'm black? He doesn't think that way. He's like, no. And I'm like, yeah, let me explain to you. Like, we went to buy a car, and the man wouldn't even let me drive it. He wouldn't let me test drive the car. Now, I'm going to tell you, I did look homeless. I had a cowboy
It don't
hat
matter.
on. I had
It don't matter.
Blake had chocolate all over his face, but I called my husband heated, almost crying. Like, he won't let me test drive this car. My husband drove
And
up.
you ordered the car.
I had ordered the car, and he saw my name on the order. He's like, yeah, but this was for somebody else, and we just don't let people drive this. And I was like, but you see that I ordered it.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, but this one was, we don't let people drive it.
And it was a black dude.
It was a black guy.
Wow.
My husband came up. My husband was heated. Drove up 30 minutes later. He said, just walk away. Walked in, got the keys to the car, and drove it off the lot.
The same guy gave him the keys to somebody else.
Same guy gave him the keys.
Wow.
And that was a lesson for my husband, because I tell him all the time, like, honey, you don't understand because you're not racist. But I'm like, honey, people are racist. Maybe it's because you were a woman. No. I mean, possibly because of the car. Maybe because I was looking up. But I'm like, it's because you are a white man. He gave you the keys.
All right, let's go to the phones. 8669 Ricky, good morning.
Michelle from Savannah. I was on my way back home to Atlanta, and we was outside of Macon, and my tent was real dark. I got pulled over for the tent being dark, but the police officer, as he was approaching the car, took his gun off for safety and started to proceed to take his gun out of his holster as he got to the car. I rolled the window down. When I rolled the window down, he still didn't put his gun back, and he didn't put the safety back on. He proceeded to keep his hand on his gun as if he was going to do something to me or if I was a threat.
Hello, my name is Corey Brooks. I'm calling from Cleveland. And yes, I have encountered racism before. One time I was in a situation where somebody told me that I didn't have any money and to leave the store with a white man. And I got in trouble for it. So best thing I would say, walk away.
My name's Alicia. I'm from Houston, and yes, I have had a crazy incident with racism. A lot of times racism is so subtle you may not realize it, but I would just like to ask white people to please stop congratulating when we're sitting down at a restaurant and I have my kids, to please stop coming to me talking about how my kids are so well-mannered. Like, that's racist to think that you don't think that us black people can sit down at a table and our kids not make a scene.
Wow. All right, we're going. That's a good point. Hey, we're going to be taking more of your phone calls. Get out of 8669 Ricky, 8669 RICKEY. Hit me up, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Already, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. We're talking about racism today. A video went viral of a white man refusing to let a young black girl use his ladder to save her from drowning, among other stuff that I have seen personally in the airport. So this morning we want to know, have you ever had a crazy encounter with racism, and how should we handle racism if we are confronted with it? First of all, you take your phone out and start filming immediately so you can have you some proof and some evidence or whatever. And if you're in a sundown country, like these truck drivers, these black truck drivers are starting to come up missing everywhere all over the United States. And y'all go to them sundown towns, y'all need to have something on you. Put it in the sole of your shoe, in your sock, so somebody could track your location at all times. Because, man, when I talking about kids, coming up missing the black bodies and stuff. I know when Elizabeth, what's her name, that young girl went missing. It was all over the news. It was all over the news. You know what I'm saying? And when I tell you that liberal Republic Democrat left-leaning media is just as racist as Republican media, but you know what I'm saying? But we got our own kids missing and stuff, and nobody talk about it. You don't ever see it on the news and stuff, you know? And anybody in the Washington, D.C. area or whatever, because they don't talk about it on the news, a young lady, Dakara Rose Thompson, is missing. She is a relative of one of my mentors, Pastor John King, and her family is looking for her. And I just want to make it aware. I'll post it on my social media or whatever, and there is some black folks on social media that's out here talking about, I'm not trying to get off the topic, but that's talking about and trying to help locate black people that's missing that the racist media won't talk about or whatever. But when Elizabeth, what's the name, went missing, and the young lady that was from Birmingham went missing over when she went to Cancun, or what's the special? Can you help me out?
I can't remember her name.
The young lady that went missing, and that dude did something to her over in whatever that country was, whatever, I can't think of the name of it. Or whatever, but how it just took over the media, and all of these little black girls and black
boys. The white girl
boys.
was Natalie, I think.
That's exactly,
Natalie Holloway.
Yeah.
Look how you remember her name, how easily we can recall her name.
Yeah.
It was flooded on the TV.
Absolutely. But then, Dakara Rose Thompson has just recently went missing, and you just don't see this stuff on the news, and it's just disturbing. I get so mad about that. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And the media is just as racist as some of the racism that we experience in airports and planes and just existing in restaurants or whatever. Let's go to the phones. 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Good morning.
Absolutely. I had an encounter. My name is Diane from Savannah, Georgia, at a nail shop here in Savannah, Georgia. We were waiting about 40 minutes. A white lady came in with her daughter. He asked her for help. Well, I said, well, we were here first. He said they had an appointment. The lady said, no, we did not. They walked out and we did also.
My name is Jalea Gregory in Central Florida. So what happened was I was in a line to go outside, and I went to the front. So some little kid pushed past me and said, move out the way, monkey girl. And I said, excuse me? But he said, you heard what I said, and walked away.
This is Mia from Raleigh. Had an incident this weekend where I went to Chick-fil-A with my husband, my grandbabies, and my daughter. This white woman leaned over and looked me and my husband dead in our face and asked us did we want the rest of her fries. While she was chewing on the fry and had her hand in the fry bucket and said, I'm full, I don't want any more. Y'all can have the rest of these. That was crazy. So how to challenge that? That was my first time ever dealing with that, and I wanted to jump across that counter, but the Lord saved her by the 3 babies, my 2 babies that was with me, and the newborn she had in her hand while she was eating.
My name is Diane. I live in Georgia, and we face it every day. And I think that you need to just take it on head on. I think black people have held their head down long enough.
Right.
I think that we've taken enough, we done gave enough, that when you see it, you confront it. I mean, don't try to be going on TikTok and trying to get famous with this nonsense. Just let them know, I am who I am. I'm going to represent who I am, and you're not going to tell me that you're better than me or that I don't have a right to do what you're doing. So I say just stand up.
No, my dear love, film them, expose them, film them, embarrass them. You know what I'm saying? Look how we was rolled out there in front of people to get whipped and hung and all that stuff when these racism exists or whatever. And a lot of times they do it because nobody doing it. And then the thing that bothers me most about racism is white silence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't pay me to go to no white church because show me show me a white preacher that address racism and address what is it, Special K?
Well, white America can't address racism. I mean, this is such a bigger conversation. White America as a whole can't address racism because it's in the DNA of the country. It is the fabric of this country.
And unless
and if they accept it, and once they accept it and acknowledge it, then they have to deal with how to eradicate it, and only they can eradicate it. So they don't want the responsibility of doing that. And I'm not saying that every individual white person carries that. Every individual white person carries that burden, but it's a collective thing that's gonna have to happen. You know, black people can't fix racism. White people have to fix it because white people instituted it.
Absolutely. We can talk more about it on the other side, y'all. More Rick's Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, y'all, Rick's Rider Morning Show. Listen, man, we're talking about racism in this country. Alfredo's, this story is interesting that all of y'all might find really interesting.
Man, Ricky, the Iowa County Sheriff's Office is investigating a fight involving teens that happened last month at a barn in a town in Wisconsin, Pulaski.
Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Amber Noggle.
And I'm Brandon Taylor. Right now, the Iowa County Sheriff's Office is investigating a fight that happened at a barn in the town of Pulaski. Video shows a group of boys attacking a black boy and using racial slurs.
Lucas Kim talked with a community leader and friend of the family of the boy who was attacked. He's got you covered on her plea to law enforcement. We want to warn you, some of this video may be disturbing to watch. We're also blurring faces because many are believed to be minors.
Cell phone video appears to show a group of teenagers attacking a 14-year-old African-American teen from Platteville in the town of Pulaski on Saturday, August 16.
And I'm looking at the video, and it tore my heart.
Lynn Parrott is the city of Platteville's alderperson at large and says she was shocked to see the video. The victim's mother sent it to her.
The slurs and the verbiage and the, beat that N-word and F that N-word and bust his eye, like, why?
Parrott says thankfully the 14-year-old boy is recovering from his injuries and is okay physically, but says he's emotionally scarred from this incident forever.
He could get to the point where he doesn't trust. He'll lose friends. He'll withdraw. Is that what we want?
Parrott says the boy told his family that he was a target because the group mistook him for someone else. You can see in the video some of the people there tried to break up the fight. Iowa County Sheriff Mike Peterson says the fight is under investigation. His deputies responded that night because a fire was reported at the same spot. When they got there, the people who were part of the fight had left. They are reviewing the video now to identify the people involved. Meanwhile, Parrott is calling for accountability.
He went out to an event with some friends that he had some trust, right? And so if he trusted these people that brought him out there, like, what happened?
In Platteville, I'm Lucas Kim.
The sheriff says the fight is under investigation. They have the video. They responded because a fire was reported in that same spot. But when they got there, the people who were part of the fight had left. Now, deputies are, as I said, reviewing that video after receiving it from a social media outlet. Now, the news station there initially reached out to the county sheriff's department asking if they were investigating the situation and were not able to provide comment until last week. People online are suggesting that authorities are trying to cover up the incident until the footage went viral. So we hadn't heard anything about. I hadn't seen this.
Sure.
We hadn't heard anything about it. If
They
it
tried to put
wasn't for
that boy
that video.
put that boy in a meat grinder.
Yeah.
And I'm just telling you, man, you got kids. If your kids go to a predominantly white school, you got to be real particular about where they at and vigilant and where they go, what activities they participate in, and they can't go with them they just can't.
Yeah.
I don't do that. They not finna go spend a night over nobody's house. They not finna go to no barn fire or whatever. I'm going to supervise, and you better have you a camera and a air tag on them kids and they backpacks and they shoe and every damn thing else with all of these kids coming up missing. I'm not trying to sit on here and sound paranoid either. You better, if your kids going to school in the county areas where it's just certain things they just not going to be able to go to, and your grown self don't need to be going to spend a night nothing or whatever, because black folks just don't end up not coming back home.
Right.
And all of a sudden this happened and that happened. That black lady on the internet went over there, she took them pictures and spent the night with all those white ladies, and then she didn't return home. She came up, she ended up dead at a lady's sleepover. Then the stuff like that be happening to me, man. I believe every damn episode of damn Get Out or whatever the damn movie, and I be thinking like that or whatever, but that don't make you paranoid. That just make you safe, because there are some bad people out there. There are some people out there that feel like you don't belong here or you're not good enough, and racism really, really exists. Take your phone out and be recording all the time or whatever. Now, I'm not saying that if a police officer pull you over, don't get stupid. They pull you over and it's nighttime and you on the side of the road. Your job is to get home. Give them your license. You're not going to sit up there and argue with no police officer about nothing. Take the ticket, take the L, get home.
Yep.
Cause you ain't finna prove nothing out there in the middle of the street, in the woods, and in the county area, and you done got pulled over by a police officer. Take the L, take the ticket, and fight it in court. Make it home.
However, if you are pulled over in a dark area or you have police following you in a dark area, call 911 and say, hey, I'm going to keep driving. Can you let the officer know behind me that I'm going to continue driving until I feel like I'm at a safe space where there's some light?
Yeah, yeah. And or just keep 911 on the phone and pull over, because it's just, if you got a crazy temperamental cop that talking and your job, their job is to de-escalate, but you might have to be the one to de-escalate.
Right.
You might have to be the one to talk a certain way and act a certain way and not move and be polite and go ahead and take the ticket and be apologetic just to get home. That'll make you an Uncle Tom. We're trying to get you home or whatever. And then you go and file something and then you report it and then you fight them in court, live to fight another day, because you end up there. You don't want to be on no T-shirt because of nothing like that. Because, yeah, definitely racial profiling does exist. Racism does exist. And with this administration and the things that they are doing, people have been emboldened, and they okay. You can feel it. Can't you feel it when you go to the grocery store? Can't you feel it? Can't you see it? Man, please.
Yeah, people are proud to be racist now. It's unfortunate.
I done had to teach my twins how to roast back. They call my twins doodle head, and I said, tell them they're your mother. Your mother. Your mammy.
Old school.
Oh, I got a whole video with me teaching them what to say back if they call you a doodle head. Your mother has a doodle head.
Right.
That's not, your dad is not your real dad.
Oh, God.
You better learn how to roast back. What you gonna do, cry?
Come on.
What the teacher gonna say? Got to toughen up.
Yeah.
Or whatever. They called me a doodle head too. And boy, until this dude named Derek taught me how to roast or whatever, I will wear their ass out. Talk about their clothes or whatever. You better go to what is it, Orange Mound in Memphis and learn how to roast. That's the institution of roasting is Memphis, Tennessee. Anywhere in the Orange Mound area, when something looking at ass, something looking, you better go get around somebody that roasts and teach your kids how to roast back.
You know what they call roasting nowadays, Rick?
What?
Bullying. It's like, come on.
They call it what?
They call it bullying. You can't even roast nowadays.
You better, if they call my twins a doodle head, they finna talk about their mother.
But what if the person that called you a doodle head was your mama?
Oh,
that was my case.
Man, bye.
My mom used to call me.
What's up? Get out of bed.
The Rickey Smiley Morning.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.